guys, Ben from BensGameTime here, and welcome to something a fair bit different than what is usually on the channel. I have always been fascinated with cooking and cooking shows. I love Chopped, Driver's Dinings and Dives, and even on YouTube, cooking shows on YouTube such as Binging with Babish. Love it. And the thing is, I don't know how to cook. I have never known how to cook in my entire life. I am very much not a chef. The only cooking experience I have is one time when I was like 11 or 12. I was in a one-off cooking class that my parents took me to, which was really cool. We learned how to make omelets and some other things. The rest of the stuff didn't really stick, only the omelets did. And even then it's been a good 10 or so years since I've made omelets. And then one time back in high school for Spanish class we had a food assignment where we had to translate a recipe into Spanish and then make a video of us making it as a project, and then we could bring it in to the class. So I made grilled shrimp scampi, and people said they liked it. So that's the thing, I can follow a recipe, but if you were to ask me to cook something to medium or medium rare doneness or whatever, I wouldn't know how to do that. I can follow a recipe and I know some of the basics, but if you ask me anything past that, I don't know what I'm doing. So I figured, what time like the present to learn how to cook, and so that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to try and learn to cook and do some recipes out of this book, the official Overwatch cookbook. I found this at a bookstore, really cheap actually. And so yeah, this book has a ton of recipes based off Overwatch, featuring a lot of different characters, featuring recipes that range from breakfast to dinner to desserts. Drinks are included in there, as well as just a bunch of different nationalities and parts of the world, different recipes. So I feel like what a better way to try and learn how to cook than just try a bunch of different things out of this book. So today I thought, why not start with, well, breakfast, as it's, first meal of the day. So we will be making Soldier 76's buttermilk flapjacks. Few homemade breakfasts can compare with the satisfaction and speed of pancakes. In just a few minutes, you'll have a towering stack of delicious flapjacks dripping with syrup that disappeared just as quickly as they appeared. Back before Overwatch's collapse, Jack Morrison was known to whip up a quick stack of flapjacks for breakfast with an amari, adding in a pinch of cinnamon and a bit of orange zest to the batter. He swore the orange flavor gave the pancakes a little extra pick-me-up first thing in the morning, perfect for meeting a mission head-on. For this recipe, you will need 1.5 cups of buttermilk, room temperature, 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, melted, 2 eggs, 4 tablespoons of sugar, 2 cups of all-purpose flour divided, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a half teaspoon of salt, the zest of 1 orange, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and for toppings we also have blueberries and strawberries. So this sounds really good, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is melt some butter, and I'm going to do that in what I think is a saucepan. I might be wrong on that one, so we need 6 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just going to cut it. Alright, save the rest of this for the pancakes themselves. We'll unwrap this. So I put it in the saucepan. I'm going to guess that I want the butter to melt quickly, but you don't want to put it on high, I don't think, so that way it doesn't burn. So maybe like medium heat, so I don't know. Maybe under 4, I guess, right? Like medium-low heat. So we'll melt the butter, and we'll get the rest of the ingredients ready after that. Okay, it seems to be melting pretty nicely right now. Let me know if I'm doing anything correctly, incorrectly, what I should be doing. Again, like even basic stuff like what temperature to melt butter at, I honestly am not 100% sure on. But yeah, so I'm guessing medium heat is fine for this, right? Like, it's not going to burn the butter. Maybe I should have chopped it up into smaller pieces so it'd melt faster. I don't know. But yeah, leave in the comments any tips of what I should be doing, so that way I can actually learn from this, I guess. I don't know. And who knows, maybe you'll discover something too. So the first step of the recipe is that in a mixing bowl, whisk together the buttermilk, the butter, eggs, and sugar, and then add in half the flour. got my measuring cup here. And the buttermilk. Hopefully I got the right kind of buttermilk. This is whole buttermilk. When I didn't want to buy too much buttermilk at the store, and this was the only small carton they had. But I did see containers of pasteurized buttermilk, I believe. So hopefully I got the right one. We will see. But I'm sure, either way, it will taste good. So 1.5 cups. That's 1.5 cups. Toss that in there. Smells good. Butter is all melted. Pour that directly in. I think that's okay, right? That's not gonna... Wait. Okay, wait. Eggs typically cook, right? So like, if I add this hot butter in, is it gonna cook the eggs or no? I feel like it's gonna be fine. It doesn't say anything about how hot the butter should be, so I'm sure this is fine. So we got the butter, eggs. I do know how to crack an egg. That is one of the few things I have learned in my childhood, how to crack eggs. So I do know a lot of the basics. Crack eggs, and then also when it comes to dry measuring ingredients to level it out, that is something that I am familiar with as well. And the sugar, we need to add the sugar. And we need 4 tablespoons of sugar. That's a good bit of sugar. So a tablespoon. Enough sugar for the spoon. Take it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So there's the sugar. We'll whisk that together. Next we need to add in half the flour, followed by the baking powder and the salt. Once this gets nice and homogenized. That's the right word for that, right? Homogenized? I'm pretty sure that's what it is when everything looks samey. And that's looking pretty good. Right there. So let us add the flour. Baking powder and salt. So we need a cup. Where did my cup go? It's right there. So 1 cup of the flour. Cup of the flour. And then we need 2 teaspoons of the baking powder. 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. And the salt, which we need a half teaspoon for. Just right here. Which this might not be the best salt receptacle. Let's just do this over the sink. That's about a half teaspoon right there. Right. So we will continue to whisk. Now we also need to add the orange zest and the cinnamon if we're using it. Those are optional. I feel like they might taste pretty good. I've never had orange zest in pancakes before, so why not start now? So I get this whisked in a little bit more. Yeah, that's looking good. I love how the flour sticks to the side of the bowl, kind of, you know, make you work for it. So that's good. Now that it's looking a little lumpier, let's add in orange zest now. I've never zested anything before. I asked a friend yesterday about this, and it's just to like grade the skin off. So we're gonna do just that. I got the orange here, and I don't know if this is a zester or not. I don't know if there's a specific way to tell. It looks more like a cheese grater, really. I couldn't find anything that resembled a zester, but these holes are small enough. So let's get started. Okay, so it seems like the orange zest is sticking to the holes, so that might not be correct. I don't know. We will try it. Some of it's falling in the bowl, actually, so some of it is getting in there. Getting splash of juice all over the place. There we go. Yeah, that's getting in there now. It just says the zest of 1 orange. It didn't really give a measurement, and I'm not sure what size orange they were like thinking of. This is pretty, I think maybe a medium or big orange. I don't know. It's not like one of those small ones you can get in a bag. So, I don't know. I just wanted to buy 1 orange. Buy a whole bunch of them. Keep zesting it though. Want to get that orange flavor, but not too much, I guess. Yeah, how's my zesting skills going? Am I doing it correctly, guys? Is this zesting, or is this nothing close to what I should be doing? Let me know. I think we are getting close to completely zested, so that should be good. Right there, set that aside. We can still have the orange later. And the cinnamon. Alright, so how much cinnamon do we need? We need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Teaspoon of cinnamon. There we go. Love me cinnamon. It's probably one of my favorite spices. I love cinnamon desserts. Alright. So whisk that together a little bit, and that is looking pretty good actually. Got the color from the cinnamon going. Alright. So it means you gradually whisk in the rest of the flour until you have a nice smooth batter that drops easily from a spoon. You may need to add a little extra flour or buttermilk depending on the size of your eggs. Okay, so it's looking pretty good already. So let's get the rest of the flour in. Alright, so that is looking pretty good, I think, right there. It's nice, consistent. So the batter needs to drop easily from a spoon. Let's get a spoon to try that out. So, scoop it in, and is that easily? I don't know. Let's try that again. What do you guys think? Is this good? Seems to be dropping just fine, so I'd say we are pretty good right now. Yeah, that's dropping fairly easily, so looks like we are good to go. Alright, step 2. Preheat a pan or griddle over medium-low heat. The pan is ready when a drop of water sprinkled on the pan surface sizzles and dances. Alright, let's get that started. Medium-low, that's probably around 4 or so. Alright, the pan is heated up, it seems, so let's get started with cooking the actual pancakes themselves. When the pan is hot, drop the batter onto it. For small pancakes, spoon a couple of tablespoons onto the pan at a time, and for larger pancakes, spoon about a 1/3 cup at a time. Let the pancakes cook for about 1.5 minutes on the first side until the batter in the middle of the pancakes stops bubbling and begins to set. Carefully flip over the pancakes and cook for another minute or so until both sides are a lovely golden brown. Alright, get the third cup here. So we'll scoop some into there. Looking good. And in it goes. That is very misshapen. I do not know if I did that correctly. That is very misshapen. Okay. Well, the first one's always not great, but we'll see. So, minute and a half. Hopefully this turns out okay. I am not sure if this is going to be well cooked. It's looking kind of lumpy a little bit. I don't know, like it seems like the batter was fine, but it doesn't seem like it's smoothing out. But I trust it'll be fine. Well, it hasn't really bubbled much, so I'm not sure if it's just like there's a lot in there kind of thing. Maybe I should have more buttermilk? I don't know. It hasn't really bubbled yet, and it's been a fair bit of time. Let's check on it. Alright, it seems cooked. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's cooked. Okay. And we have this little bit right here that broke off. I ruined it. I have ruined this pancake. That's okay. We have a lot of batter to work with. Scrape that off and such. So another minute and a half on this side and it should be ready to consume. I do feel like it's a nice thickness, so I feel like it was just an unfortunate way that the batter laid into the pan, so I feel like we will be okay. Also, the recipe book didn't specify to cook it in anything. I know with some things you need to cook it with some kind of oil or fat. I assume for pancakes, if I remember correctly, I haven't made pancakes from scratch before. This is the first time doing that. But from the times I've made pancakes from a mix, typically I think you just put the batter in and it's fine. So I think we are good to go with this. Let me know if I should have used something as a form of cooking agent or whatever. Alright, so that's looking okay. The sides are looking cooked, so let's scoop her out. And yeah, that's actually not looking too bad. It's a little, yeah, not bad. That's not looking too bad at all. I mean, there's a little bit of moisture still in there, but hey, it's probably gonna taste good. Let's get the next couple going. Yeah, that one's looking fine. Yep. There we go. That's looking alright. That's a little bit better than the last one. So there we go. I think we are getting the hang of this pancake thing. See, the thing is like the recipe book, the book says that the middle is going to bubble, and I haven't seen bubbles yet, but the last one cooked just fine. So maybe the batter is just a little too thick. I don't know. I think it might be good. Maybe it meant like on the other side, underside of it, but how would I see the bubbles on the underside? I don't know. I think the first one turned out just fine. I think this one will turn out just fine. I think the rest will be pretty good. So yeah, I think we're going to be okay. Actually, yeah, I'm starting to see a few small bubbles like right there, actually. So yeah, this one's actually bubbling up a little bit, so that's good. more seconds and then we'll flip it. No. That was a mistake. That one did not go well. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that one was a disaster. I screwed that one up pretty badly. Okay. That was not good. Wow. I am honestly surprised at how bad that turned out. Yeah, I am honestly shocked how bad I flipped that one. Wow, how did I do that? Okay. Well, that's okay. We still got a lot of batter, so I mean, boy, wow. That one did not turn out too well. That one did not, this one right here, that did not turn out too good, but, hey, you know, third time's the charm. Go, number 3, hopefully this one will actually turn out just fine. Smooth it out a little bit. Maybe that's part of the problem, is that it's like lumping up a lot in the middle, so maybe if I smooth it out. Yeah, that one's looking okay. Alright, so third time's the charm. This one should turn out just fine. Let's give this one a flip. Third time's the charm. Cross your fingers. Oh, yeah, okay. Alright. Try to get it in the middle. I don't want it to like rub up against the edge. Come on, and... Alright, that's not bad. A little pale on one side, but not bad. I think we might be getting the hang of this. It is a little weird that it's like cooked more on one side than the other. I'm guessing that's just because of how dense it was on this side, maybe, or I don't know. Maybe the pan's not evenly heated. Actually, it might not be because it's kind of off to the side a little bit right now. Alright, let's dig this one out. And, oh wow, that's actually looking pretty good. I think we got a good one. Right there, yeah, this is looking pretty good. I think we're getting the hang of this. Okay, so now that the pancakes are done, it's time to top them with butter, syrup, and some blueberries and strawberries. So let me know in the comments if you if you store your syrup either in the fridge or room temperature. Me and my family, we have always done the fridge, so yeah, that's just what I do. But yeah, let me know if you do room temperature or if you do it in the fridge. Comment down below. Are you room temperature game or are you freezer game? Get some strawberries in there. Some blueberries, which I've actually never had blueberry pancakes before, whether it be a mix-in or a topping. Typically when I have pancakes, I just have chocolate chip as a mix-in. If I do mix in, sometimes I'll just do them plain. So yeah, this will be a first, and that brings up an important point about this series going forward, is that a lot of the things in the book are going to feature things that I'm not a fan of, whether it be like a recipe calling for whole tomato, or a recipe calling for mayonnaise or something like that. I'm going to cook everything to the book, so that way I can A, try new things out, see what I like, what I don't like, and then B, so that way you can gauge whether you would like these kind of recipes or if you would prefer not to have them. So let's get a few more blueberries on there, and let us try these out and see how they are. bite a little bit of everything. We got the pancake, we got the strawberry, and we got the blueberry in there. Let's see how it tastes. So, immediately get hit with the strawberry and blueberry. They were pretty fresh. As for the pancakes themselves, get a piece of just a pancake. The pancakes are actually quite good. They're really fluffy. You get a hint of the orange zest in there, and a little bit of cinnamon. Well, I highly recommend this recipe. Go ahead and try it out. That's all for this inaugural episode. Let me know what I should do next. If you've bought the Overwatch Cookbook, let me know what I should do next for the next episode. Let me know what I did correctly, what I did incorrectly, and thanks for watching.